Yes, baby. Hello. Welcome to Shmirchik Tipsy Tarot, where you'll experience all the unpleasantness that comes with me, including farting, sneezing, wheezing, oozing, snoozing, sniffing, lifting, switching, itching, and everything else. If you can handle that, then welcome. Oops. For those of you who want a reading, it's going to be 10 people today, and that's it. That's it. So we have Sanj, Cosmo, I'll put you on the list. Hi, Andrea, Hector, you'll be third. Andrea, I'm alright, how are you? I'm alright. Wish me luck on my new job, old job. Thank you, Kalfan, you're very kind to say that. No need to love me. Kalfan, you'll be on the list. I'll put you on the list. Thank you. Thank you, Kalfan. I need that. I need the blessings of God to be successful. Chaim. Cheers. Sanj, let's hear your question. General reading. Oh, my communications happen. I'm waiting for Sanj now, and Cosmo will be right after Sanj. Okay. Thank you, Kalfan. General reading for September for Sanj. Rory Rose and Eagles disconnected. Sanj. And your general reading for September. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Aldona. Brandon, you want to be on the list? I know you want, Aldona. King of Swords, Six of Pentacles reversed, the Tower reversed, and Four of Swords. So let me put Brandon on the list. Thanks, Kalfan. Brandon, I'll put you on the list. Aldona, sure. So, yeah. Okay, so we have here King of Swords, Sanj. I don't know who this King of Swords is. It's like a mentor, somebody you can talk to, or somebody very smart with lots of experience and knowledge. He's a real, it seems like he could be a scholar as well, but he's very sharp in his mind, and he can be a bit like snobbish and standoffish. So I feel like there's this either father figure or an older man in your life that can be a positive influence or something, or you can ask for advice. Six of Pentacles reversed. It talks about you feeling used and exploited, with lots of, like, nothing that comes to you in September, it seems, will be equal relationship. It's not like there's give and take equally. And Six of Pentacles, it's I feel like you're gonna have it hard at work. Somebody trying to dominate you, and maybe you're getting into debt. Hi, scientist. Sure, I'll put you on the list. I don't know why it says that about you. Hi, Savannah. Sure, I'll put you on the list. it talks about like corruption, probably in the workplace. Good morning. And you have now a new job. You should take care of your health and prepare your time. Yeah, having a job is part of having a good job that's good for you is part of taking care of your health as well, I think. And then we have a tower for Sanch, which talks about it's reversed. So it talks about you dodging a bullet, avoiding some sort of disaster. It talks about also somebody who is afraid of change and lots of chaos. It seems like there's going to be ongoing chaos during this time. And then you'll take the time to cool down. Let's pull an oracle card for you with the Four of Swords. It talks about you needing a vacation, taking time for yourself to meditate and cool down. Are we going to miss you? No, you won't miss me. Cosmo. I'm not leaving anyone. Hi, Feel Alive. I will put you on the list. So, yeah, so for Sanj, it's like the Four of Swords. It talks about not fighting anymore, hanging up your swords, and taking time to just relax and some sort of routine returning back into your life and stability and taking time. Perhaps you'll go on a vacation somewhere. Not vacation, but let's see. Four of Swords. Taking time, to be at peace and expand increase your strength. And so now we have, for you, the oracle cards are Battle of the Blues, take steps towards positive change. And so it talks about you taking steps to make your life improve, to changing your life. And it seems like it's to say that in September there'll be like ongoing chaos. So, and then Angel of Miracles. You can expect miracles this month as well. Open your heart and expect a miracle. Yeah. Should we pull? Should you what, Savannah? So, let's see how many people we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have room for one more person. Let's pull this card. So it's coming for Sanch in September. You're welcome. I'm pulling this for you. Hi, girl power. 5 of Spades. Yeah, so this is also talks about like the 5s are chaos and change. And with the Tower reversed here, it talks about you resisting the changes that come to you. And I don't know why, like, because I feel like the 5 of Spades, it matches up with the King of Swords. But maybe not. It could be talking about 2 different people. Because the King of Swords, I feel like, is a positive person who could be also a bit mean because of he's a bit snobbish. But I feel like he's mostly a mentor. He could be sharp. But here it talks about, like, fighting, bad temper, somebody who might be a false friend in September, somebody who's a faker. And, like, to be careful of an older man, a dark older man. Feeling, like, sick as well. And then 7 of Spades. There might be a dark woman trying to get you into trouble. I don't know why it says that in specific. It could be a woman with dark hair, dark eyes. Girl power, sure, I'll put you on the list. You're the last one, I think. Girl power. And then it talks about like loss of a friendship. So it could be that one of your friends are going to turn on you. And a Chariot. Deceit, somebody lying to you, loss of a friend, change, tears. But like basically through this all you'll be like gaining strength and hope. It's not going to be all bad. That's what it seems to say. So overall, yeah, and I feel like that ties in with the Six of Pentacles of somebody feeling used, at work and all that. So yeah, that was for you, Sanj. Next is Cosmo. You there? Welcome, Sanj. Cosmo, you there? If Cosmo's not there, oh, you're there. Well, Ahmad and my communication happened this month. Ahmad and your communication happened this month. I don't know why the cards keep dropping. Either I'm clumsy or I don't know. Okay, Ten of Cups. I see separation with the Ten of Cups. Continued separation and feeling despair and feeling the need to reach out and fix the problem. King of Swords, I feel like he's going to continue being... It's reversed, so that can mean like a guy who's a bit cruel. And then the Two of Pentacles, upright, that talks about focusing on like work and jobs, and I feel like this is like your job at work, being a partner with somebody at work, I think, with the Two of Pentacles and juggling lots of projects. So I feel like you and this Ahmad, you're not really compatible with the Ten of Cups. I see you guys are not... It talks about breakups, rifts, like bad communication and shattered dreams. And the Nine of Swords is... I feel like you should... If you're feeling depressed, you should reach out to somebody for help. Don't be afraid to reach out. And because I feel like if you reach out to this guy, he's just going to be very cruel to you because he has no compassion and he's controlling. And Two of Pentacles, as I said, like it could be also financial stress, having financial stress and needing to make decisions about different partnerships and making decisions how to manage your time. And I feel like your focus should be on work. And it talks about like having an emotional roller coaster and balancing many different work and projects. I don't see you communicating with this guy, no. If I'm like reading the cards for you now. Like, I don't know if you understand that. I'm explaining to you like what the cards are saying about this. I don't know if you're aware of that. I'm telling you what the cards are saying. And then the Tower reverse, it talks about you like dodging a bullet. So you should really be happy that he doesn't want to be with you and that you won't be contacting him. You won't be in contact with him because he's no good. He's just going to make your life more miserable. So that's what I see. Next is Andrea. Andrea. Andrea, no. Okay. Next is Calfun. You there? Cosmo? Not Cosmo. Calfun. You're welcome, Cosmo. Calfun, you there? Not there. Okay, moving on to Brandon. Oh man, Clara. I saw that. Okay, Brandon's not there. Moving on to Aldona. Okay, moving on to the scientist. You there? Any messages for the scientist? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. Death reversed. The Chariot reversed. From the cards, it seems to say that you're having a hard time with lots of things. Like we have here, we're feeling like you made a bad investment with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Bad investment. Somebody was probably Eight of Pentacles. No, Ace of Pentacles. Lost opportunity. Or you made like an unhealthy choice. And then the Queen of Swords reversed, it talks about a woman in your life that is very cruel and manipulative and has cutting words. Perhaps she's cut you out of her life. And then with the Death reversed, it talks about you having trouble adapting to the changes of whatever it was. It could be you're having trouble handling the situation and the changes that come with her cutting you out, and with the bad choices that you've made, with the bad decisions you've made. So I feel like with that type of ending, it's death reversed. Death reversed is somebody who has a hard time moving forward and stuck in patterns and holding on to the past. Basically, not accepting the situation and just being stuck and stuck in a cycle. Hi, Deborah, I'll put you on the list because lots of people dropped out. So, and then we have the Chariot reverse, which talks about perhaps I feel like you're going through a hard time. It could be one thing after the next is just falling apart. That's the feeling I get. Like with the Chariot, it could represent your car getting broken down, or just not being able to get through something and get something done, and lots of delays and things in your way, and it's just hard to get over all these problems. And then with the King of Swords reverse, it talks about another guy who's really an older man who's aggressive and mean, and I mean, it could be even talking about you or somebody who is the King of Swords reverse. It's somebody who is manipulative and controlling. So that's what I have for you. I can pull the oracle and see what the oracle says. Stuff. Knowledge, seek knowledge. So basically reading and getting yourself educated. Continue your hard work with school and your education. Seek knowledge, and that will be good for you. Fill your mind up with good things. And follow your passions, and don't be afraid to follow your passions and be creative. You are called, Aldona. I called you. So you can have your turn now if you post your question, Aldona. Oh, thank you, Kalfan. You're very kind. I called you as well, Kalfan. You could be after Aldona if you're still around. So does that make sense to you, scientist? Yeah. General reading for Aldona. Hey, Redbeard. You're very kind to advertise for me. How are you, Redbeard? General reading for Aldona. Okay. General reading for Aldona. 8 of Wands reversed. The Magician. Judgment. 9 of Pentacles. Let's pull some oracles for you. Your answer to your fans. Dragonfly and that one. Let us pull for you these cards here, the cartomancy. Wow. Okay, so We have here Eight of Wands, which talks about you like losing is reversed. So it talks about you losing passion for something, or like not losing passion, just feeling panicky and because you're waiting for something and feeling like really exhausted and you need to rush through something. And you're very nervous about something. That's what it seems to say. I don't know why you'd be nervous. Tired, the children are restless. I added you already, feel alive. Oh my, they're restless. I wonder how often you see them. And then we have, even though you're like panicking and you feel like you need to rush, Aldona, because you're waiting for something, that's what it seems to say. Oh, back to school. Clara. And then we have the Magician, which talks about you no need to worry, Aldona, because you have the tools that it takes to conquer whatever it is that you need to get done. You have the ability to take care of it and do what you need to do. And it comes with the infinity symbol, which is like unlimited, you know? It seems to say you've also mastered your material self, like your physical, like mind, body, and also your soul. And you're very capable. Hi, young Buddha. I'm trying to finish the list I have now, and then if I have energy, I can add you, young Buddha, because I already have 10 people on my list, but some of them dropped out. I guess I can add you, but I don't know if I'll get you done. And then we have the Judgment for Aldona, which talks about like new self-awareness and seeing the big picture, the Judgment, and getting good karma. In Judgment. Awareness, a new dimension. Yeah, seeing from a different point of view, and law emerging. Things like working out, like lawfully, like getting your judgment, getting assessed, getting, like, I feel like, now that I think about it, I feel like judgment is like a reckoning when you have to take into account what you've done, or people take into account of what you've done, make an accounting of everything. But I see it in a positive way. Like it talks about forgiveness and rebirth, like something, you being a new person. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, it talks about you being successful and independent, but single. I don't really see anything. I see you being single and loving yourself and being in your power as a single person and successful, you know? Nine of Pentacles, it's seeing the rewards for your hard work and getting your goals done and being independent and fulfilled. Then with positive potential breakup. It depends if judgment is reversed or upright, you know, and I guess it depends on the reader how you interpret when you learn the card, you know what I mean? So now I'm looking at judgment and I feel like I'm understanding it in a different way. So it doesn't mean a potential breakup. It just means like the karma, you'll get what you're supposed to get according to into how you've behaved, I guess. You can jog around the park. And then, wait, who am I reading for? Aldona. Not Lador, Aldona. I'm talking about Aldona. I'm talking to Aldona. This is for Aldona. And then Temperance reverse. It feels like you have no patience and you're running out of. You feel like you just have no patience. You want things to move already. And I feel like that ties back into like the Eight of Wands reverse, which talks about like feeling panic and waiting and rushing to get something done. And with the Temperance, it's somebody acting impulsively. But I feel like you don't need to, because you will have everything you need, you know. Temperance reverse, it's ending of delays. Like, you don't need to worry so much because I feel like the waiting is going to end for Aldona. No need to be forceful, you know? And then I have for Aldona, a herd of flocks, clouds, 10 of clubs, burdens, debt, inheritance, money, completion, satisfaction, completing something, comfort, speedy wealth. Yeah, and I feel like this also ties into the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about you being successful, you know? And even though you feel like there's some challenges. And then some changes with the 5 of Spades. It just warns you about a dark older man who is not necessarily your friend, or some friends that are not your real friends. So just be careful of that. And it talks about some illness. Perhaps you'll feel sick, but it's like it talks about changes. So with changes comes lots of it could be talking about chaos, like fighting in some way. Then it talks about you making decisions, good decisions, and you're on the right path, and you might get a pay rise. And I feel like that also ties into the 9 of Pentacles and the Judgment, with them doing a reckoning on you. And you might meet somebody that might turn into a good friend, but beware of bad friends. And then there's, with the Oracle, I asked for a message for you. Hi, Kashish. She keeps you entertained. So I don't know if I can add you because. One second. Sage, Camel. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll add you, Kashish, because some people dropped out. Kashish. So I don't know if you're still there, Aldona, but it talks about living life to the fullest, and here's a picture of how beautiful it is. I don't know if you can see. And then it talks about living in the moment. Live in the moment and cheering up. As far as I can see, Aldona, it seems like, you know, you don't have much to worry about. Like, from the card, that might be wrong, but things will be okay. Next, hi, Foxy. I'll add 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Foxy, I'll add you. I'll see if I can get to you. Savannah, you're next. Yes. Foxy, Empress. You'll be the last one. Savannah. I mean, not Savannah. Foxy. So we have here the Savannah, Feel Alive, Girl Power, Lador, Young Buddha, Kashish, and Foxy Empress. Yeah, so I'm just doing 10 people, so I already did 4. Now we're doing Savannah. So now the list is closed for now. If somebody else drops out and you come back later, then maybe I'll add you to the list. Then a general reading from Savannah. Do the girls, ha ha ha. Very funny. I don't know, Aldona, like, are you there? Did you hear my reading? Or, like, if you didn't hear my reading, then maybe next time I just won't do it, because I don't like to talk to the wall. I don't know, somehow I find it, whatever, maybe it's just my ego. you, Savannah. It's like people ask for reading and then they don't even stay for it. Unless they watch it later. Whatever, it's fine. General reading for Savannah. I shouldn't get offended. I shouldn't take it personally. Right? It just rubs me the wrong way, like whatever. Yeah, it's a waste of time. It's not only, it's just, I feel like it's disrespectful to me, you know? Like, do you want to read it or you don't? Like, whatever. It's kind of like with my new job, my new old job, like there's a lady there and I'm like there to help everybody, but this lady, one lady, she doesn't like me. And I feel it. And whenever I try to ask her a question, she ignores me like I'm not there, like I don't exist. I try to ask her a question, like how to deal with the kid, what the kid needs, you know? And she like just looks away. She ignores me like I'm not there, you know? And it makes me sad and angry, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, like, next time I'll have to confront her and be like, hey, do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? Yeah, I have to do that, you know, but I don't like confrontation. But childminder, what does that mean? You put your time into it. No, it's just like, why come onto my channel and ask for reading if you're not even gonna, while I'm reading it for you, if you're just gonna disappear and not even acknowledge or say thank you or anything. It's like very rude. Okay, I'm getting worked up now. There, next time she comes to my channel, I just won't read for her. Okay, for Savannah. Kavlan, I gave you a chance, but you weren't there, you know, and you'll just have to wait your turn again. I can put you back on the list, but you'll just have to wait again. Because I want to be fair to everyone. I don't want to be mean to anyone, but... And you know what's really funny? It's really funny because I went on some other tarot readers channels where they do like, oh, pick a card. And this one lady, like, she was explaining what would happen for September. And she was saying, like, yeah, I see you getting a new job. Like, it's like a general reading, pick a card. And she's like, yeah, there's going to be someone at work who's going to be very jealous of you or something. And she's going to give you a hard time. So just keep that in mind. But that's because she's afraid you're going to take away her attention. You know, so she's going to treat you badly. And so I was wondering who could that be? And now I know who it is. That's a job. You know what I'm saying? I'll put you back on the list if you want. You'll just need to wait your turn. I called you. Is it full? Yes, it's full. I'm sorry, Jody. They don't work for everyone. But it was pretty good. Like, she was really good. Like the way she was like talking about new beginnings and how things would change, and she was giving very specific details, which I could understand because I relate to it. Because things have changed in my life. Okay, so for Savannah, I don't remember which channel it was. I feel bad now because she was really good. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Savannah. King of Cups for Savannah. Reverse. I don't need so much acknowledgement or flattery. I just need a simple acknowledgement that hey, I see you're reading for me. I'm here, you know? King of Cups. Coldness, moodiness, bad advice, emotional strength, blocked emotion. So there's a guy that is has blocked emotions that you're dealing with, an older guy, or I don't know if this is a partner of yours. Like, it seems like you're stuck in a pattern with the devil and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like things have taken a turn for the worse for you. Like, it's reversed, so there's some sort of bad luck or impulsive behaviors. And yeah, and then with the devil, it talks about like being stuck in cycles, and a lot of this stuff that you are stuck with is self-imposed. So if you feel like you're stuck with this person or you're having bad luck, okay, the bad luck is one thing, right? But with the devil, I feel like a lot of it is self-imposed restrictions, and you can get rid of all these bad negative feelings and behaviors and become free from these patterns and these cycles and this bad self-esteem if you do a little bit of work, because it, like the devil, it's self-imposed. And then with the Chariot reversed, it's something broken down, either a car or not being able to get from one place to the other. Lots of delays and obstacles in your way and not being able to get something done. But then I see something new, a new offering coming your way with the Ace of Wands, new opportunities, new beginnings. It could also be a sexual offer. And I don't know who this King of Cups is, like somebody giving you bad advice about something, or it's like a guy who is just very moody and has blocked emotions towards you. And, you know, this person could mistreat you maybe. You don't have to believe in anything I say. Like, I put a disclaimer I put a disclaimer where it says, no need to believe anything I say. It's all alleged, and it could be not true at all. So, and then we have Eight of Spades, which talks about arguments and miscommunications and battles, problems with people close to you, and people just opposing you. And I feel like that ties in with the King of Cups, which talks about it's reversed. So it talks about like a guy giving you bad advice. So you can have friends just not giving you good, like they're just not on your side, or they're just not going to agree with anything you say. They're going to go against it. And it talks about something bad coming from another country to you, being betrayed in some way, feeling trapped. But again, like with that Eight of Spades, I feel like feeling trapped, it's you can get out of it, because with the devil upright, it's self-imposed chains a lot of the time, and you can break yourself out of that cycle. Yeah. Sometimes I wish you weren't on point. I don't know, Lador. Thanks. Poochie, she doesn't sleep that much. Okay, then we have a chapel. The Five of Hearts. It talks about chapel. A chapel, I feel like it's like a church or something. It talks about potential marriage, new admirer, somebody giving you a gift. I guess that could tie in with the Ace of Wands, where things are some sort of truth coming out and some sort of surprise. And just like be careful if you end up in bed with somebody, because I think you can get pregnant really fast. So you just need to be careful with that. And then good luck, like 2 5s. So that's like changes coming your way. I feel like that's ties in with the Ace of Wands. I feel like it's some sort of good luck, even though you've like with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, you've had some bad luck. But I see you having, with the Five of Diamonds, it talks about having the last laugh. You know, you having the last word and having good friends and good kids eventually. So, and I feel like that ties in with the Ace of Wands, with the new beginnings. Hi, Deborah. Right now, the list is kind of full, but people always drop out. So, how are you, Deborah? And so then we have Savannah. Here we have, for the oracle, it talks about Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. So you will start being healed soon. Healing, and it says, don't worry, be happy, even though you're going through hard times. This is a dolphin. It talks about dolphins who are happy. Don't worry, be happy. And then we have Feel Alive, Girl Power, Lador, Young Buddha, Kashish, and Foxy, Empress. Okay, so Feel Alive, you there? Okay, she's not there. So, whatever. She's not there, Feel Alive. So, put Deborah instead of her at the bottom. Just got to be slightly too close. I didn't remember yesterday. Wow. That's crazy. I can't read for a million people. You're still here. I mean, like, if somebody else drops out, I'll put you on the list, Sherry, but I don't know if I'll have energy. Yeah. Okay, Girl Power, you there? Girl Power, you there? Girl Power? No? Okay, next is Lador, you're next. So, Lador, you're next. Like your positive outcome. You are there, Feel Alive? You want to post your question, and then Lador will be after you. Okay, Feel Alive, post your question now, then I'll take her. If not, then I'll just go on to you. Okay. You're welcome, Savannah. Thank you for hanging with me. Okay, so I'll do pesky spirits. Okay, Lador, I'll do you now, and Feel Alive will just have to, if she's still here, then I will do her. I will read for her, but for now she's not posting, so. Okay, her positive outcomes of my relationship. Should you talk to Detours or not talk to him? Feel Alive, you'll just have to listen. I gave you a chance to post your question, and you didn't. So my suggestion is that you can have your question ready, and you should post it when I call your name, so that I should be able to read for you, because I don't know what your request is. So now I'm reading for Lador. And if you're ready after Lador with your question and you post it, then I'll read for you. If not, then I'll move on to people who really want a reading. Okay, so I see your question, and I'll read it for you after Lador. If you're there, if you're still there. Like a positive outcome. Should she talk to Jay Torres or not talk to him? Lador. The question is, should you talk to Jay Torres? New beginnings, 5 of Wands reverse, respecting each other's differences. Ace of Wands and 5 of Pentacles, recovering. So, with the Ace of Pentacles, it talks about new beginnings. You could talk about like a job promotion, unexpected money coming your way. So, like growth, like it's a new chapter for you. But I don't know if it's regarding him. Hold on. Starting point, new job. I feel like this is to do with money. You know? So you can expect money. 5 of Wands reversed. It's avoiding conflict, respecting each other's differences. I feel like you guys are not really a healthy couple. And it talks about you having personalities that clash. And then the star talks about like, star generally means you're headed in the right direction and your dreams will be fulfilled, as well as cleansing yourself, washing away the past and cleansing yourself. But I don't like, I could see you like talking to him, but I don't know if you're going to end up with him, because after that we have Ace of Wands, which talks about no passion and being bored and bad self-esteem. I don't see any new beginnings with this guy. And then 5 of Pentacles talks about needing to recover and recover yourself physically, emotionally, financially, with the 5 of Pentacles. Improvement or spending, focusing on what you lack, financial breakthrough. For now, the list is closed. I'm so sorry, Amy. Should we talk? Let's not do. I feel like if he reaches out to you, you can talk to him, but I don't see anything really coming of it. Let me pull these cards for you. Focusing on what you lack, recovery, finding improvement. I see like improvements with the 5 of Pentacles reverse. It talks about recovering, improvements, and things being improved. Like I feel like the passion between you is dead. You know, like you might be able to make it work again, but I don't know if you'd want to. Oh, thank you, Amy. I'm sorry. Instead of his, and then yeah, that's what I think. I'm pulling these cards for you, Deborah. I think money, military man. Is he like a military man? I see you, Amy. So maybe there's another man coming your way. He talks about a successful man who has a temper, fear man, light blue eyes. He likes revenge. He might be like, it talks about a guy in your life. And messages. Yeah, I feel like there's a new guy who is going to be like in the military somehow. A soldier, light hair man. Yeah, he's going to have light hair, light eyes. and he'll bring you good news, and he can fly off the handle if you contradict him. He might be in some sort of authority position. Emotional kiss, new romance, new lover, feasting pleasure, money troubles. Yeah, so I feel like this card with the Ace of Hearts, it ties in with the Five of Pentacles, which talks about like recovering your money, recovering and coming back into your money, and new friendships, new romance. But I feel like this guy, he probably has lots of passion and he's very fiery. Let's pull the oracles for you. Huh? You're the boss though. Yeah, but I feel like this is more, you're the boss. I don't know. It talks about reconciliation, new friendships, romance. That's Taurus. Let me ask. I'll ask the pendulum for you if Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. I don't know if you can see. Live life to the fullest. Leadership, set your goals. Don't let anyone hold you back, basically. Like, do what's best for you, set your goals, and get them done. So let me ask the pendulum if this is a new guy or if it's an old guy. Hi Shirley, how are you? Shirley, it's always a yes. I mean, not always, but for you, it's going to be a yes because, you're the favorite. No offense to everybody else. Okay, let's ask the question. Is it the old guy? Is it the guy from her past? Is it the guy for his past? Basically, just don't let fear stop you with the, 1 second, guy from the past, maybe. Is it a new lover? It will be a new lover for the door. Is it someone new? Is it a new guy in her life? Is it a new lover? I can answer, but it's kind of you need to, for health questions, you must go see a doctor. You can ask tarot questions for that, but you can't have that without that, You can't just go on with the cards, because a lot of times the cards are inaccurate or wrong or not being read the right way, or it could be a complete lie. Saying maybe? He doesn't want to answer. Saying maybe. Yeah, it's unknown. I think it's a new guy. I think it's important for people to go, even if you go to one doctor, it's best to even go to 2 doctors or 3 doctors, just to make sure things are all right, not just saying. Okay. Next is Feel Alive. You there? Feel Alive. You there? There and you don't love me, and he doesn't love you. Still here, sort of. I don't think you should be with a guy that doesn't love you. Somebody said to me, who was it? There's billions. There's a billion men in the world. You don't need to settle for one that's just a jackass. You know what I'm saying? And the list is closed. I'm sorry, Sab. I know you meant he doesn't love you. Feel alive, you there? She's not there. See, she dropped out. Okay, fine. Listen, you want a reading? Excuse me. You are there? You want a reading about today to next week, Tuesday. Okay. Let's use some spirit guide. Please connect with Feel Alive. Feel Alive. Spirit guide, please answer Feel Alive. About today, next week, Tuesday. You want to know 2 questions? Like, you want to know about today and next week, Tuesday? This week, Tuesday? Whatever. Yes, okay, today. Let's do next week, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday. Today to next week, Tuesday. Okay. Justice reversed. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups, which talks about, it's a soulmate card. It's also like, it talks about love, but that love that doesn't last. It's like, it's temporary. You might be in a relationship, but it's temporary. It's not meant to last long. Stress that comes with creativity. Okay. Thanks for telling me your hair feel alive. I see you. Thank you. 6 of Cups. It's very thoughtful of you to say that. I see you. I see you feel alive. Thank you. Yes, I feel like you'll be flirting with somebody, but it's not for long term. I also see, like, it talks about like gifts, gift giving. Somebody might give you a gift, but then it talks about like, it's like a sibling card. I don't know if you and your siblings get along, right? So I feel like you'll have a good relationship either with your siblings, or it talks about like a temporary love affair and it talks about like good karma coming your way, or whatever karma that you're meant to get, you're going to get. And then it talks about like empathy. So I feel like you're going to feel validated, whether it's in a relationship with your siblings, or I feel like you'll have good feelings this week. Then with the 7 of Cups, it talks about illusions, delusions, and confusions, and not seeing things clearly, and perhaps like doing things in excess, like too much of something, like overindulging in something, or like it talks about somebody being addicted to substances, whether it's drugs, alcohol, or whatever it is. It could be an addiction. The 7 of Cups. It talks about also like being in fantasy land and dreaming about like being really confused, not having any clarity, and dreaming, just being in like a delusional state of mind and dreaming about things. So I feel like I don't know what you're dreaming about, but it's not in reality, and it's Venus in Scorpio. So Scorpio is also, it's a transformative energy, right? So it's like the sexual card. It's like sex and transformation, and it's Scorpios can also think very like dark thoughts. It could be like you might be having like dark thoughts. I don't know about like dark, morbid thoughts. You know, like Scorpio's energy is they like horror, but it could be. I'm just reading too deeply into it, So it's basically like dreams and not being in reality. And Two of Pentacles, it talks about needing to make decisions, and everything it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster for you this week. I'm not sure if it's because of your thoughts or your addictions or your being with this guy, this person in your life. But it talks about you like being able to balance all your work and everything, even though it's going to be a bit hard. It talks about you making this choices and decisions and doing lots of things, lots of projects, getting things done. And but then again, there's like this bad self-esteem coming your way, like feeling bad about yourself, or justice reverse. It's feeling like there's unfairness. Things are unfair to you, feeling like life is unfair and you're not getting the justice and you're getting treated badly. But then, so like, I don't know, if you're doing a court case, you might feel like, if you're doing a court case, then you're going to feel like whatever the verdict was, it was unfair. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it seems to say things will get better for you, things will get better for you. You'll be getting good karma, good luck, and throughout all the suffering, things will get better for you. And then we have Three of Clubs, which talks about stress that comes with creativity. So I feel like that ties in with the Two of Pentacles, which talks about being creative in your work and doing lots of projects, like doing lots of projects, yeah. And I don't see you getting clarity, really, this week. Like, I don't see you being clear-minded. I see you being in dreamland. But that won't stop you from getting things done. You're Virgo, so that's like analytical, right? And then with the Seven of Diamonds, it talks about lies, deceit, scandal, heavy losses, long trip, wanting more. It talks about you needing patience, and people might lie to you about something. It talks about some scandals. I don't know if the scandal will be like that you have like issues with addictions, or somebody else will have some scandal about them. And then with the Eight of Diamonds, it talks about money. It talks about you not talking too much, basically. Like, just be careful with how you talk, because there's lots of gossip around you. People like to gossip, and it talks about you going on a trip somewhere, which will lead to a new relationship. But I don't know if it's for a long time, because I got the Six of Cups, which is like temporary. So I don't know what trip you're planning, or what. Musically, what does that mean? Like, you do music? Let's pull the Oracle. See you next time. Thank you, Calpon. Thank you. You're very kind to say that. Wow. Calpon loves me. Peacock, raise your standards. So I feel like if you're having trouble with relationships or any like type of trouble in your life, or you feel like things are not going your way, or you're being treated badly, or you're in dreamland, or you're having addiction problems, or you're having trouble in relationships, like, you need to raise your standards. Don't let anybody trample on you. Like, have boundaries, I think. Peacock, have boundaries and raise your standards. You need to expect more from people and things and relationships and jobs, etc. And then we have Dove, take a leap of faith. So have faith, basically, and take a chance. That's what I think this card is meant to mean. It's take a leap of faith. It's take a chance and take a chance and take a leap of faith. Have faith that things will work out, Next is we have we did Beulah, now we do young Buddha, Kashish, Foxy, Empress, Deborah, Sherry, and Shirley. Oh wow. You're a music producer and a singer. Wow. Don't be afraid to just let it go, like let yourself free and to be creative. Because I feel like with the Two of Pentacles is like the infinity symbol, and even though you're having like lots of overwhelming trouble in your work, like I feel like you have the ability to take charge and get things done and like take a leap of faith and just go with that and create something. But Redbeard, do you want a reading? I could put you on the list too, and then I'll have read for you. Redbeard, you'll be last, even though you were here first. Redbeard. Next is Young Buddha. You there? No, she's not there. Okay. Next is Kashish. They're all about creativity. A music producer and a singer. Oh. Wow. No, you're not. You are. There was Young Buddha, but she's not here. Kashish is next, then you, Foxy, and then Deborah, then Sherry, then Shirley, then Redbeard. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm in college, and I have a crush on two guys who are my classmates. You're in college and you have a crush on two guys who are your classmates, 2 P and N. But I don't know why they avoid me. May I have some guidance? Like, what's going on? You're welcome. Feeling alive. Sure. You're welcome. Feel alive. You're very kind. Thank you. Actually, most of the questions a lot of the time are regarding relationships. So, my spirit guides. Please answer Kashi's question. What is with P and N? What is going on with them? Just tell me about P and N, and tell me why they avoid Kashish. Okay, so why does P avoid Kashish? And why does N avoid Kashish? Well, even though Redbeard, you were here before Shirley, I don't know why I didn't put you down before Shirley. But okay, it says P and N. So we have here for P, 3 of Cups. It talks about him wanting to hang out with lots of women and party and stuff and overindulge. I feel like he's probably the type of guy that like wants to have a harem of women, and he doesn't want to like settle down with one lady. With the 3 of Cups. Reunion, happiness, feeling good. Or perhaps he's in love with another woman. Could be he's in love with another woman. Then the Emperor reverse, it's like talks about a man who abuses his power, or he's like out of control, or he He has control issues. He wants to dominate somebody, and then judgment. He's afraid that perhaps he's afraid you'll put him in his place with the judgment and judge him and put him in his place or something. 1 second. See things from a different Mars and Pluto. So Mars, it's yes or no decisions. Is like staying with a woman. He has a woman. Time where there's 6:33 a.m. Wow. Rooster time. I feel like they wake up before 6:33. They start crowing. They start making noise like at like 4:30 or 5. Like at the crack of dawn, right? Talks about some sort of permanent change. So the question is it, does he like, let me ask the pendulum. Does he like, no, I did not fart today, Marco. Does P like Kashish? Does he want many women? Yeah. He just wants to party. I feel like he's a fuckboy. You know what that is? And with when it comes to N, right? What's his name? N. When it comes to N, it talks about like the moon. It talks about some sort of truth coming out, some secrets being revealed, something being revealed. The illusion has been lifted, so it's like seeing things for what they are. With the Two of Cups, it's incompatibility, separation, two people who aren't meant to be together. And with the Two of Wands, it's 1 second. Two of Cups. I feel like it's like he feels like he has no not connection. It's no, when two people just don't have anything in common. Yeah, that's what it is. He doesn't feel like he has anything in common with you. Unequal relationship, difficulty relating, imbalanced communication. And Two of Wands reversed is fear of change, playing safe, bad planning, hopelessness, out of options. Another feeling I get is that maybe he thinks you're out of his league. So does he feel like she's out of his league? What, Amber? No, he doesn't. No, it's not that. I think for N, it's more like he just doesn't feel you guys are compatible, right? 1 second. Careful. These men are not careful sleeping with just any girl. So the question is, can you show him who's boss again? He needs to know this in my house. Even though my house is gonna smell, I have to just make sure he knows that this is my house. Because he marks everything. He likes to mark. He's a toxic male. He's toxic masculinity. That's what he is. I need to wear a mask. Need to wait till the dust settles. So for N, yeah, I think he just doesn't. But the thing is, I don't understand is why the moon reversed. Let me ask. Why the moon reversed? Getting your CD could be a form of karma. I have beautiful feet. Thank you, Marco. I don't think I have beautiful feet, but I don't think I have beautiful feet because I have a bunion. But listen, each to his own. Five of Cups, the moon. Five of Cups, and the star. His rejection. I feel like what he was realizing with the moon reverse, like that Five of Cups, he's going to be rejected or just not caring anymore. It's like apathy, regrets. He has some regrets about his past relationships, maybe. The Five of Cups reversed. Finding peace, I'm suffering sadness, picking up the pieces. No, it's not that. It's the Five of Cups. It's upright, so self-pity, betrayed. Yeah, I feel like he's been betrayed and he has some regrets probably. And he wants to wash away the past. Like, I don't know. Do you have a history with N or it's something, it's like an ex? You're very kind, Marco. Thank you. Yeah, he probably is a creep. There's lots of creepy people, but yeah. Listen, whatever, he's giving me a compliment, so who am I to judge, right? But okay, if there was like Foxy, for example, like if he was, for example, coming after a friend of mine, somebody I know or whatever, and saying those things, and I'd be like, oh my god, this guy's freaky. But he's coming after me, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, he likes my feet. Yay. You know? It's a compliment. I guess, even though it's strange. No, I can't burp for you, Marco. Don't touch Redbeard's feet, Marco. I was talking to this guy for 2 years. He flipped out because I said the guy wanted to take a picture with me a long time ago and I went on a date. Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? There was a time, I don't remember. There was a time, I read my book. I went to the laundry in Jerusalem and there was this guy there that he said to me, oh, can I like look at your feet because I'm like he said he wants to do it for, he wants to touch my feet for something, like he's a not physical therapist, like, you know, like a doctor for the feet or something, or he does something, I don't know. And I was like, no. I like, especially not in a public place, you know, like it was just like the strangest thing, you know. But he claimed to be some sort of doctor and like somebody knows how to something with feet. Weird. And I told him, like, at the time I had a boyfriend and he didn't care. He's like, oh, I'm a doctor. I want to just, you know. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if he was a doctor, he wouldn't need to ask. He was learning for something about feet. I mean, if he was learning for something, then I'm sure there's people out there that he could practice on dummies or something, right? Right? This guy wanted to take pictures. Do nasty things to my feet. He was a foot freak. It sounds like the guy I met in Jerusalem. Really weird. Okay, so Kashish, does that answer your questions? Like, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit ask somebody to burp for you or something. It's kind of gross, but yeah, it's creepy. Next is Foxy Empress. See, now I'm getting depleted of my energy. I feel myself getting tired. That's why I only said 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I need to get checked by a doctor where I get so tired. Foxy Empress. I do like a foot massage if it was someone I was in a relationship with. Yeah, that's true. He's an Aries, by the way, and me and Dan have the same birthday. When is your birthday? My birthday passed July 27. Yeah. I almost forgot you were Leo. Yeah, I'm a Leo. I don't come across as a Leo to people because I'm not so like outwardly aggressive. I don't think. I'm Leo. Shirley, thanks. But I can be aggressive, I think, if the time is right. Like, yeah, I'm early on Leo. Foxy, you want to post your question? More of a tiger. Why do you prefer July Leos over August? Because the August ones are more aggressive. Is that why? No, I don't have any Cancer in my chart. I actually only have 3 Capricorns, maybe 2 Virgos, 1 Scorpio. What else do I have? I wrote it down in a book. Here's my book. My book. Where did I write it down? In a book. Where's my book? I write it down in here. Oh. I wrote it down. Should be here somewhere. No, it's not in here. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I have. Who's this? Sagittarius, Scorpio. No. Looking for. Ancus Marcus, Lucius Tranquillus. Why did I write this all down? I don't remember why. I didn't remember what my notes were about. I wrote all these notes, but I wrote like the meaning of the each card. Like here, I wrote the meaning of each card. Like diamonds it represents Julius Caesar. The spades represent King David, and the clubs represent Alexander the Great, and the hearts are Charlemagne. Yes, I was learning about. Yeah, I can't find why. Whatever. Hold on. It's in another book. July Leos are nicer. I was looking for my chart. It's here. No, I wrote colors down, but It's in another book I wrote down. I know where it is. Let me show you. Hold on. Can you let go, Amber? Oh. Ow. Ow, his nail. Ow. There. It's in here. Venus and Gemini. My sister's zodiac I wrote down. I'm looking for my zodiac. Mine. Okay. Mine is Leo, rising sign, Moon in Gemini. So I have Gemini, Mercury in Leo, Mars in Leo, Jupiter, Mars in Leo, Saturn in Capricorn, Uranus. Okay, so I have Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, and Capricorn, one Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. Yeah, so I have a lot of the same signs. I don't have a big variety of the signs. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I have Virgo, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, and one Scorpio. I know that's my tier. What else is in my diary? Wait, your question? What's your question? 1 second. July the nicer and provide Leo men for Leo men. August Leo men. Your question? Where's your question? Let me see. I don't know why your question would be censored. August Leo men are just weird. They aren't very nice either. They just suck. They are also non-committal and plain. And Leo, introvert. I have only a couple of relationships and I don't date very much. Yeah. My guy was a Leo sun, Gemini moon. Never again. Gemini men are really mean. They're like two-sided. In 1 second, they flip on you. And they have a huge ego. Would Dan be open to have a hook up with me or some hanky-panky? Okay. I don't have a big variety either, so we can't date Ari right now until he's done his programming. Can I do it? Should I live or go with me? Okay, so spirit guide, please answer. Foxy Empress. Would Dan be open to having a hookup with her or some hanky panky? Did you ever watch? There's like a parody. I think Barnett, what's her name? Barnett and a lady named Barnett. What's her first name? And Lucille Ball. They made like a parody of Gone with the Wind. And it was all about the Civil War, right? So they one acts like Scarlett Johansson, and she's arguing with somebody in the parody, and she tells him, "You want me to do hanky panky with a Yankee?" Remind me of what you said here. You want me to do hanky panky with a Yankee? Because like the Yankees are the enemies of the two sides are fighting now. So, oops. So will he want to do? Would Dan be open to doing hanky panky? Needed 3 hours and 3 minutes. You can keep the Gemini, not my deal. Too weird for me. I don't understand Gemini men. Maybe I've dealt with one thing. No, the Gemini men are like, I think they have problems. That's pinky. Okay. Queen of Cups reversed. No. Yeah, so we have Queen of Cups reversed, which talks about you not having emotional boundaries and being emotionally Queen of Cups. Insecurity and moody. And then the Three of Swords. I see you being like very heartbroken about it. I'll pull more cards. And failing with the World reverse is failure and lack of, unable to get closure for somehow. I could pull these cards. How do you want me to hold you? Okay. Baby, na, 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 na. Show me that your love is true, that your love is true. Put your head on my shoulder. Whisper in my ear, baby. Words that I want to hear. Show me that your love is true, that your love is true. Yes. You smell bad. You smell so bad. 10, we have 10 of clubs, 10 of 6 of spades. So we have a herd of flocks, cloud, lots of clouds, burden, death, inheritance, money. So I don't know what's going on with you, money, monetarily. But it talks about you completing something and getting money. But it talks about you being in burdens and debts. And then it talks about like a settlement. So I don't know if you're like going to court or that's just something part of the card. And then we have the devil making bad decisions. There'd be a bad decision, it seems to say, to go with this guy because he has bad character. And even if he invites you, you shouldn't. Even if he invites you, you should not accept his invitation. Where do you live, Foxy? It depends where you live, you know? You don't see the red flags yet. Yeah, but like another thing is that it depends what you're looking for. You know, if you're looking for something serious, then it's best not to like just have sex with random guys before you even know who they are, you know? Like, listen, I'm not one to talk, but I guess as I got older, I'm learning, you know? Next is... Oh, let me pull oracle cards for you, Foxy. I only have some pinky if the guy I find attractive. Talking about Gemini, there was this guy I dated that was a Gemini, and maybe I told him too much, but he was like, he kept saying I'm just a friend, and then he wanted me to come to his house, invite me to his house, and then thank God I never had sex with him. But then I told him, you know, I would rather have. I told him I don't want to have sex with somebody unless I'm their official girlfriend. And he's like, well, basically he told me that I'm never going to be his girlfriend, and he doesn't see me that way as a girlfriend. And whatever, they have too many problems or something. So I said, you know what? Like, I don't want to be with a guy like that. Like, but so you just want to use me until you find someone better? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he said he doesn't want to put he doesn't want to put any, what do you call that? When they don't want to put any label on a relationship, and he doesn't see it going anywhere with me, but he just wants to like fuck around. But he kept like contacting me and stuff, and I was like, you know what? No, it's not gonna work. And then afterwards, he was really mean to me, really mean. So thank God, you know, like I don't want to have any connection with somebody like that. So for Foxy, Empress, the card I pulled, it talks about new beginnings, and it talks about beginning your life. Beginning your life, new beginnings. Maybe it's the beginning of your life, you know, so no need to compromise. Dragonfly, live your life to the fullest. Yeah. Yeah, he was just so mean. Never mind that his stomach looked like a balloon. Gross. He was so overweight. No offense to all the fat people, but it was disgusting. He looked like a pregnant woman. Like his stomach was literally like, it's one thing if you're pregnant, then I understand why your stomach looks that way, but that's what his stomach looked like, and he's a guy. It's gross. Next is Deborah. Are you there? Let's go again. Who does he get you mentally? Mentally? No. He was with the fringe and the fridge in his belly. Exactly. It's disgusting. And then he was like trashing his ex to me, telling me his ex-wife was a narcissist. And I was like, he seemed nice. I was like listening, I'm understanding. And then like as soon as he had a conversation with him about something and he was rude to me, and then I confronted him about how he was rude to me. And then he told me I'm disrespecting him. And I'm showing my true colors because I was basically saying, hey, you hurt my feelings when you said this. And he said, well, I'm not talking to you because you disrespected me. That's when I knew, okay, this guy is a narcissist in the relationship, not his ex. And he's like, yeah, my ex took all my money from me. I was almost homeless for a time and I had to work 3 jobs, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. Laura, hi. Sorry, not fuck you guys. I'm talking about him. Ain't too much. I don't like that man. Who's Lizzo's that lady? Love reading for me. I'm a Gemini. I have a man I'm interested in, but I would like to see what the cards think. I'm Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. How are you? Thanks for your patience, Deborah. You're always very patient. Exactly, Shirley. Look, I also spoke bad about my ex or whatever, but then I said, I don't know. I guess it depends to what extent, Yeah, I see your question. It says, love reading for me. I'm a Gemini. I have a man I'm interested in, but I'd like to see what the cards think about Gemini. Spirit guys, what did the universe please answer? Deborah. What tell me is this guy good? Gonna be good to Deborah? You gonna get red flags? I don't remember even what I said in my cards. Sorry, Foxy. Ten of Swords reversed, 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and Okay, so about this guy. It feels like things have gotten so bad with the Ten of Swords reversed that now it's like somebody's hit rock bottom and now it's only upward from here. That's right. My fans, the people on my thing are generally very entertaining. I see your comments, Foxy. And then we have 3 of Wands, which talks about romance, getaways, expanding on this, like perhaps like traveling with this relationship, going overseas. It could be also talking about business, expanding business, romance, going places, being swept off your feet. 3 of Wands. Long-term plans, investing in the future, travel, foreign lands. I don't know why I said the Ten of Swords. Like, who's the one that has a hard time can't get any worse. Inevitably, and recovery clinging. It talks about somebody like clinging onto somebody and recovering, but then I see like repairing something and being creative and going places. Then there's the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away. So I feel like somebody is going to walk away from this relationship. It's either going to be you or him. Right? And then there's the Two of Wands, which talks about, I feel like it's going to be a sudden departure. Like, it'll take you by surprise. Either you'll leave him, gaining control of a situation, needing to make decisions and choices and deciding who's going to be your partner. And then Page of Wands, that tells me disappointment, no direction. Somebody who is fear of the unknown, uninspired. So I'm wondering if this is talking about, okay, so pages are for young people, right? Somebody who has self-doubt. So let me ask who's going to walk away. Will Deborah walk away from this relationship? Will he walk away from this relationship? Why is it saying maybe? Maybe he's talking about something else. Eight of Cups. One second. Lethargy, indifference, choosing to walk away, working on oneself, secrets. Somebody has secrets. It talks about karma. Like Saturn is karmic, I think. It's the planet of karma. And it's in Pisces, so that's dreams and delusions and it's being a bit psychic. Seeing things, being connected to your intuition. Let me see, one second. I'm a bit confused. So Saturn. Harvest, consequences, fatalism, melancholy, walking away. I don't know if this relationship, somebody's going to walk away. Maybe not now, but, or somebody has already walked away. Because like the Ten of Swords is like, things can't get any worse. It's only up from here. So that it started off with that. So let me see. Oh, you're doing so well. Oh, so you're with him now. Okay. I don't know. Why? Let's say that. Tell me about this guy. Okay, so Three of Clubs matches with Three of Wands. Stress comes with creativity, wealthy partnership, long-term proposition, marriage sooner than expected, time in 3 months. So I don't know, why does it say Eight of Wands? Eight of Cups. Fountain, generosity, make your money away. Receiving gifts, expansion, time in 3 to 4 weeks, present news coming. I don't know why it's so unclear. Maybe I should pull more cards. Doubts, worries. Troubled by something, worries. Trouble may be in your head. Let me pull more cards. What does Eight of Cups mean? What does Eight of Cups mean? Exactly, Redbeard. The Hanged Man. things are not moving. Then it says here with these cards that it will move. So this Knight of Pentacles, somebody who's not really committed, and then things will start getting moving. Maybe there will come a time where this guy won't know which direction he wants to take. He won't know if he's committed. And with the Hangman, it's like being illuminated and needing to sacrifice something in order to, you're going to need to give up something. You or him will need to give up something in order to make this work. In the Chariot, it talks about getting things done and things starting to move. But then, like with the Nine of Cups reversed, it's Nine of Cups reversed. It's being unsatisfied and overindulging. It's being unsatisfied and ungrateful in life. And then like a new job promotion coming up, unexpected money. So, I don't know why it started off with a 10 of Swords, which is like hitting rock bottom and it's only upward from here. This is a very confusing reading for me for some reason. Can you please tell me what does this man? I'll get to you, Shirley, don't worry. Can't get any words, only words, inevitable end. It talks about inevitable end and clinging. Because then with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, it's like working for nothing. Things are like progressing very slow. It's not really moving much. And then there's no satisfaction in the relationship. Like, if I were you, if and when it ends, I would understand. I wouldn't be too upset because I feel like in the long run, you're not going to be happy with him. Because I got Nine of Cups upright, reversed, which talks about not being satisfied and disappointed. You know? So, I see someone walking away from the relationship. I see it just hanging on by a thread. But then I pulled more cards. It talks about it not moving anywhere, trying to gain control of the situation. Things might start moving forward for a while, but then there won't be real happiness there. Like, I don't see. But then I got like these cards here, which talks about long-term proposition and marriage sooner than expected with 3 months. So I don't know if that's with somebody new or if it's with this guy. Let me ask the pendulum. You just got a raise? That's cool. Will she marry this guy? Will Deborah marry this guy? I don't know why this pendulum doesn't want to give me any straight answers. It's gearing towards no. No, it's saying no. So then maybe it's not marriage. Maybe it's basically just getting gifts and expanding something. Perhaps money, teamwork, being a team in business. Warning of unprofitable business. Trouble maybe in your head. Doubts and worries. Expanding pleasant news. You might be getting pleasant news in 3 to 4 weeks. And okay, so Three of Wands can be talking about like creativity and perhaps for business, long-term proposition for business and money, you know. So, and you might have somebody, there might be somebody who talks about secret admirer. So there might be somebody else who is your secret admirer. And I feel like you're going to get some sort of fortune, money within 3 to 4 months. You know, and perhaps there is money in your book, but I don't see it happening with this guy. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Let me pull Oracle for you. Oops. Intuition. Trust your intuition. Deborah, what does your intuition tell you? What does your intuition say, Deborah? You need to trust that. My father says to me, Shmirchik, listen to the voice inside of you that speaks without words. So I feel like that's your intuition. What is it telling you? What's the voice inside of you telling you that doesn't talk with words? What is it saying? Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. So the angel Gabriel, I think he's with you, because that's what it seems to say. And he's here to tell you that there is hope and continue on with your creative work, whatever you're doing. And there's lots of hope for you. So don't give up, Deborah, even if things don't necessarily work out to your liking. You understand? Julie, the list is closed. I'm sorry. Next is Sherry. There, Sherry. That your love is true. Put your head on my shoulder. Whisper in my ear, baby. Things I want to hear, show me. Yes, Deborah. Okay, Sherry's not there. Moving on to Shirley. Shirley there? Your question was... Honey, this guy, I like adjusts his hat and tucks his shirt in every time I see him. Oh my god. Oh, you are there, Sherry? Okay, so Sherry, Shirley, you know that I like to answer all your questions. So let me, if it's okay with you, because Sherry just posted now. Like weird dudes. You're welcome, Deborah. General love. Okay, so let me just do Sherry, and then I'll do you, Shirley. General reading for Sherry. General love reading. So universe, angels, spirit guides, please answer her question regarding love. Okay. I'm tired. Wow. Three of Swords reversed, Magician, Judgment, Queen of Cups, and Three of Pentacles reversed. Hi, Lakshmi. The list is closed. I'm sorry. Oops. It's coming to Sherry in love. Telling you about Sherry in love. Somebody's hurt you bad, it seems. Sherry, with the Three of Swords reversed, it talks about needing to move on from some sort of betrayal and sadness, and forgiving and moving on through the pain. Three of Swords, I feel like you've been probably hurt really bad by like two other people. Three of Swords. Recovering, you need to recover from the pain. It talks about reconciliation, reconciling, and with the thought of somebody hurting you. The Magician talks about you being able to manifest what you want. Emotionally, physically, mentally. You have the tools and the skills to make something from nothing. Nothing from something. To make something from nothing. And then the Judgment reverse, it talks about somebody that has bad self-esteem and blames somebody else for all their problems, and somebody that judges others harshly and judges themselves. So I don't know who that's talking about. And then with the Queen of Cups, it talks about a woman that is loyal and loving and can be a bit codependent. So you're saying Judgment is this other dude that might have hurt you, this other person. And then with the Three of Pentacles reversed, it talks about lack of collaboration, things not working out, like at work, like a creative block, group conflict, people are not cooperating, and there's like no support in your workspace. And then I have Seven of Hearts, which talks about like fear and hate, like love has turned to hate. It talks about indecision, envy, jealousy. It's like a warning that this type of relationship can end in violence, so you have to be careful. It talks about somebody who's broken their promises. And then with the Jack of Hearts, it talks about a baby, young boys. It talks like young kids, falls in love easy, pregnancy. Have you gotten pregnant over this? It talks about pregnancy or a baby or children in your life, a new hope. And somebody could be thinking of you. And Nine of Hearts. It talks about you getting your little house, your little cottage, a new life, having a home, your wishes being fulfilled, happiness, pleasure. And then it specifically keeps talking about like pregnancy, baby. So maybe it's telling you to focus on your kids. Be careful in business for the next few days. So it talks about you having luck and stuff and baby entering your life. I don't know what that could mean for you. So I just see you being heartbroken and just to be careful about an ex, maybe. Let's ask for the oracle for sharing. I don't do good. Potential, think big for your future. So basically, don't limit yourself. I feel like your future is unlimited. So you don't need to limit yourself, because I also got the Magician here, which talks about you having what it takes to, make magic, basically. And moving forward, get ready for positive change. Things will change for your life very soon. It does talk about change. Just be careful that it's not a bad change, because I feel like you should, whoever this ex is, just be careful. So that's my reading for you, Sherry. Thanks for your patience. Next is Shirley. Shirley and then Redbeard. You're welcome. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks for acknowledging, thanks for waiting, and thanks for letting me read for you to honor. Use those, Sherry. Yes, let me see. The list is closed, Lakshmi. I'm sorry. So you wanted to know, what are his feelings and intentions? What are this guy's feelings and intentions towards Shirley? good intentions towards her. Redbeard, you so funny. He gets a bit grabby, giving me a call. Look at my cat. Oh, hi, Christina. How are you? So, this guy thinks small. He doesn't have many skills with the Eight of Pentacles. I don't think he has any long-term plans because he has no passion, uninspired, no motivation, no skills. He's not a fulfilled guy. Ten of Cups, it talks about breakups, rifts, not being compatible, separation, fighting in his family. Two of Pentacles, it talks about focusing on projects and needing to make choices and decisions and being in an emotional roller coaster. And then the Emperor, abuse of power. So the feeling I get from this guy is he's a bit, he's probably, he gives me energy vibes of like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Abuse of power, like somebody that can hurt somebody else. They're being controlling. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Christina. Then Ace of Pentacles, bad investment, bad choices. You know, the Ace of Pentacles, that's what it seems to say. Or like with some sort of mischance there. So, I don't know if you should go with this guy because he has weird vibes coming my way. I don't know if I'm being influenced by Redbeard's comments or... Yeah, I think he's a bad investment. Let's pull these cards for Shirley. He's a doctor. A dog, loyalty, long-term relations. Pleasure, love, fears, unexpected good fortune. Say yes. Friend of the distressed. Tell me a good-natured man. Hot and hasty, rash, sexual desires, facial scars. Does he have like facial scars? Quotation, pillow talk. Sweet tenderness, intimacy, flowers. I think he likes you, but I feel like there might be a woman in his life. It talks about like a woman coming in between you and your lover, beloved. But then I get all these like weird cards here. Like he's not really that successful. So maybe he's talking about someone else then with these cards, the chromancy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's somebody else that might come into your life. But the thing is, like, I know you're already living with a guy, so Shirley, until you get that issue resolved, I don't know how you can have any love affairs with anyone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Love affairs. I feel like it talks about like love affairs, so it can mean like more than one guy. You know, so you can have one guy, have this guy, have that guy. It's not just him. You know? Good luck with that. What's your next question, Shirley? I don't know if this answers your question, but... You know what's amazing? I noticed that as the time goes on, like, the sun starts setting earlier, and then it's not as hot outside for some reason. The weather, like, drastically shifts. Slowly, so what are his feelings and thoughts and intentions towards you? Excuse me. Yeah. The Devil reverse, Ace of Pentacles. You're wasting your time with this guy. He's a liar, cheater. It talks about breaking free out of cycles from your self-imposed chains and accepting yourself with the Devil reverse, Shirley. Breaking cycles, freedom, getting back control, overcoming addiction. Yeah, taking your power back. Ace of Pentacles. It talks about, it's reversed. It talks about bad choices, bad decisions, waste of your time, bad investment. Seven of Swords. Or it talks like it, or it can mean a mischance. And then Seven of Swords. It talks about betrayal, being stabbed in the back, secrets, somebody not being honest and betraying somebody else. Hi, Paula Diaz. The list is closed. I'm sorry. You can always book a private reading if you want. Lying. He's a liar. Yeah, he's a liar. You can't trust him. And then Two of Pentacles. You need to focus on your work. I feel like your goals is going to be never ending, and it talks about like being in a constant like overwhelming feeling. Two of Pentacles, it's overwhelming, juggling your emotions and managing your time and partnerships and financial stress and choices and decision. So I feel like you will expand in your work, I think, with Jupiter and Capricorn. But I think he's a liar with the Seven of Swords, and he's betraying not only you, but other people as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not reading for anybody else. I'm only reading for Shirley and then you. Redbeard. You know, it's funny, like, because I my job now is looking after babies and kids. A lot of it is like crouching down and sitting on the floor. So I started doing yoga, right? Like stretching everything and it helps, I think, because if you're more flexible, then you're less likely to have like your joints hurting and stuff when you're crouching down. Last question is, my business has been improving. Will it keep improving? He was cooing you because you're sad about your horse. That's nice of him to be nice to you. Okay, so the question is, will Shirley's business continue improving? I think that's what the cards are saying. Like, to begin with, you need to really focus on your work and juggling, managing your time, and with the Two of Pentacles. But even though it's an emotional roller coaster, making choices and decisions, and Shirley's work continue to improve. I hate liars. One thing I hate is liars. I hate liars. Hate. Six of Wands. Three of Swords. Sun. Nine of Pentacles. Oh my god. I don't know why, like, I feel like you're gonna like there's Six of Wands. It talks about somebody that has the desire to succeed and expand their business. Six of Wands. Perseverance, deciding to win, victory, success, being in the spotlight, overcoming problems, Jupiter, Leo. But then there's the Three of Swords, which talks about being betrayed by like two people, like a third party coming in and feeling betrayed. So I don't know why I would say that. It talks about being betrayed, depression, innocence, lost. It could be that it's talking about your past, about what happened with your horse. So it could be you're still like heartbroken and going through the sorrow, of that, right? Feeling the betrayal, what they've done to you, right? But then I see like the sun. I feel like throughout all the sorrow and the betrayal, the sun's going to come out, and you're going to be feeling happiness and comfort. And yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, it's success. Even though you're going to be alone, you're going to be finding yourself, your self-esteem, your self-love, and you're going to be fulfilling and getting the job done. It talks about success in jobs and business, and it's Venus and Virgo, so it's beauty in the details, so just maybe that's what you need to do as well to make your work perfect, is to pay attention to the details. And health issues, parasites of the intestines, tapeworm. So the health issues of this card is tapeworm. I don't know what that means, if it's worms in your children, as in your horses, or worms within you, or tapeworms in the intestines, if you want it to be healthy. Your horses, maybe, I don't know. Exactly, Shirley. Yeah, I'm so happy last week, Kenny. I'm getting some money. Yeah, so I see being successful with the Nine of Pentacles, like realizing your goals and seeing the rewards for your efforts. But then we have the Knight of Swords. You have to deal with this guy, no direction, somebody who's nasty and unpredictable. I think that's the guy you're living with, fighting for the wrong thinking, speaking without thinking. Yeah, so I feel like as long as you have like these people in your life, it's going to be a struggle, but I do see you, being successful, coming into your own. 2 years, 3 months. I see it. I feel like you'll be. This is like the September. This card talks about September, so yeah, I think he'll continue being successful. I think, Let me pull the oracle. Yeah, you need to focus on work, focus on the details, looking for improvements, and hi, Dorothy. I'm sorry, the list is closed. Is Redbeard still there? Resilience. You're resilient, Shirley. Rise above tribulations. Rise above your problems. See this, Shirley? I think it's very appropriate for you, because resilience, rise above your problems. You'll be okay, I think, really. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Things will start changing positively for you. And yeah, that's what I see for you, It's a woman sitting on like a white bear in the Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Just be aware that surely there'll always be someone out there that's going to try to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Just like be on your guard. focus on the details, focus on your work. It seems to say that you're I can't think anymore. I'm too tired. It seems to say the work is going to pay off, and the work is going to pay off, and yeah, I can't think anymore. I'm too tired. No, like, I don't know. Either I need to go get myself blood checked because I'm just so tired of it. You know? I think it's probably the mono in my blood acting up again. Just so tired of this. Okay, so Redbeard, are you there? Usually, honey, I wish you lived here so we can help each other and go places together, singing songs. You know, it's funny because, like, as much as I like you, Shirley, I'm, like, really bad at relationships, and I'm really scared to be... I would be scared to live near somebody and be friends with them, and then, like, without things going terribly wrong, because I'm not good socially, you know? Like, I live alone. And also, like, when it comes to relationships, I'm not really good at, like, setting my boundaries, and I'm always afraid to offend them. So it's either, like, I get walked all over, or I turn out, like, people think that once I set my boundaries, they look at me like I'm the villain, you know, and I don't know, it's complicated. Okay, Redbeard, what's your question? I probably think you probably asked too many questions. You did ask too many questions. I get tired so fast for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, I get tired, and I need to get my blood checked. Because that was one of the reasons I quit my other job in Jerusalem, was because I was so weak. I felt like I had to lie down, you know? And then the doctor tells me I have mono. So, yeah, no, like, even with, like, women especially, like, it's funny because, like, I told you I went on another channel the other day, a tarot channel, and, like, you pick a card, right? And she said that in September, like, really good changes will come, like, from the cards I picked, right? Come my way. But at work, she sees that there's going to be a woman there or like a worker that is going to be very jealous and afraid that you're going to steal her spotlight, you know? So I was, like, a little bit nervous about that. You know, I was thinking to myself, like, a lot of what she said felt true. And then I go to work yesterday, and this lady is so rude to me. Like, I don't know what I did wrong. Like, she's just, like, ignoring me, like pretending I'm not there, you know? It's being really, like, I feel her energy. Her energy is so negative, and it affects me because I feel it, you know? And it affects me, and I'm trying to not make it affect me. You know, I'm coming home and I feel like in a bad mood because of her, you know? Thanks, Shirley. Yeah, I'm working in a daycare with kids. What will Santa bring me for Christmas? But really love reading. What's gonna be for Redbeard? You said you're working with kids, yeah. Yeah, so, like, I need to ask her a question on, like, I wanted to ask her, like, what to do with this kid, you know? And she just, like, ignored me. Like, I'm looking at her, and I'm talking to her, and I'm asking her, and she's just, like, pretending she doesn't see me. You know, which is really hurtful. It's also angering. It makes you angry. I feel like, you know, like, I feel like I have to just, you know, confront her and be like, do we have a problem? You know? And I'm alone in this country, and she speaks a different language, and I don't understand English. She doesn't understand. I don't understand Hebrew. She doesn't understand English, but she's just so rude about it, and I'm trying to communicate, and you know, and just, like, feeling like no support. I have no one here to support me. I have no no friends to support me, no family, nothing. So I go there and I have no one to come and vent to, like to come home and talk to, and it's just sad. I just can't help being sad, really. I get sad thinking about it, really. Hi, Kiss. The list is closed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dorothy and Kiss. The list is closed. I'm sorry. She's also not bad. I mean, she has fat legs, but besides for that, she has like green eyes, light skin. Like, I don't know what she has to. She's probably married. Okay, Redbeard. What will come for Redbeard on Christmas? Or love reading for Redbeard. Yeah, I know. Like, that's my experience with, like, most women, like, in the workforce, they'll be polite, they'll be okay. But some women are just, like, really cruel, Like, I accept not fitting in and having friends, but just being treated like I don't exist is the most hurtful thing a person can do. Okay, for Redbeard. Oh my god. Okay, let me mix the cards again for Redbeard, because I think I put my energy, which was negative, into it, so cleanse the cards for Redbeard. Cleanse the card, what's coming in love for Redbeard by Christmas time. Yeah, Shirley, I feel like we're very similar. Only you're I feel like you're superior, which is fine, Judgment. It's coming for Redbeard. 6 of Cups, something temporary with the Emperor reversed, Ace of Wands, sexual encounters, but not for long term, basically. Let's pull these cards. Maybe you need to go to her, yeah? Because she's older, right? I've ever been arrested. You've been arrested? For what? A cruel mother, seductress, jealousy, female rivals, widows, dark lady, manipulators. So there's going to be a manipulator in your life. That's a mother, probably the mother of your kids, maybe. Somebody's very jealous. Clouds, completion. I feel like you're going to have money, but it talks about burdens and debt, but I feel like you'll overcome that because you'll get some sort of inheritance. It talks about a hot-tempered guy as well, stubborn older man that you need to deal with, who's an authority. But Redbeard, like, it talks about, like, with judgment, it talks about needing to take into account things and getting your judgment, getting your karma, and also seeing things from a different way. I feel like that's what's going to happen for you. And as well as you might get judged by others or get your judgment. Get your karma. Then with 6 of Cups, it's like, so I don't know if it's negative or positive, whatever your karma is. 6 of Cups, it's like soulmate card where you might have some sort of offering or giving gifts to somebody, but then it's kind of like flirtatious energy, but it's immature because you guys are not going to last long. 6 of Swords, unable to, having all your baggage around you, unable to, 6 of Swords, emotional baggage, unresolved issues because of all this, because you're stuck in the past. I feel like it's hard for you to move on to something real and new. With the Emperor reversed, it talks about a man who loses his temper and is controlling, has control issues, and abuses his power over other people. I don't know who this is. Ace of Wands, it talks about new beginnings, perhaps someone offering you something or you offering, like, it's a sexual offer, or it talks about some sort of new passion, new beginning, something new coming into your life with Ace of Wands. A new idea, new insights, right? And then with all this, it talks about like a cruel woman who is a rival with somebody else, who is a manipulator and jealous, and perhaps she'll try to seduce you. But I see you coming into money and a man who's in a place of authority. He's a stubborn older man. He is hot-tempered. He's very wise, though, and he's an upright person. So I don't know if this is talking about you or somebody else. Let's pull an oracle. So I feel like there might be a temporary romance for you, Redbeard. I don't see it for long term. And I think there's going to be a rival there trying to mess things up. So you'll have to deal with a lot of stuff. Let me pull the oracle for Redbeard. I'm superior too. It reminds me of, like Vermin Supreme. You know that guy with the boot on his head? His name is Vermin Supreme. Oh my god. It's hysterical. I like the guy. I don't know why hasn't become president of the United States of America. Memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. So I feel like your kids and whoever you love, just cherish those memories. Letting go. Learn to let go of things. And I feel like this ties into the past with the Six of Swords. You have lots of unresolved issues and lots of baggage, and you're stuck in the past, unable to travel on into a new way of thinking. And so this is telling you to let go of that and try to move on, as hard as it is. That's what it seems to say, Redbeard. I want to ask you. 1 second, Shirley. Trying to then the flipped out because I told some guy about him to take pictures of my feet. He's jealous, even though he's not your partner. You changed the channel name. That's cool. I changed it? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Maybe I don't know. It bugs me we don't talk anymore. I think I hurt his feelings. Never ever be friends again. Or does he hate me forever? Because somebody wants to do weird things with your feet. Come on, oh God. People are ridiculous. People are crazy, Shirley. That's a waving red flag right there. When he has a problem with that, he can get upset, but to treat you like garbage because of that, what the hell? Wasn't it artist? That's a different channel. Yeah, I have 3 channels now. I have one for book reading. I have one for my art and my opinions, political opinions, and this one. He rubs your feet, not me, of course. How are you? Better than nothing. Okay, so Shirley, you want to know about E. Okay, last question for Shirley. You're talking to him for 2 years? Will they ever be friends again, Shirley and this guy, E? Gosh, people got issues, I tell you. I feel like I've learned a lot as I've come through life. It's a real learning experience. I guess not everybody has this type of life that they have to just continually go through experience after experience to keep learning and learning lessons, What happened with this guy? Will they ever be friends? 5 of Wands, you butt heads, you don't agree with each other. 5 of Swords, it's reconciliation. There might be a chance of reconciliation. But I feel like it talks about betrayal. 5 of Swords reversed is Grudge, resentment. He has a grudge against you for some reason. Finding a resolution, the star, unfulfilled wishes in the wrong direction, unable to let go of the past. The star reversed. Disconnection, no faith, negative energy, despair, conforming. He's delusional. This guy is delusional. The Queen of Cups. It talks about you like being open and loyal and friendly and nice and kind. With the Fool reverse, it talks about somebody who's lost their innocence and has bad judgment. So you just need to it talks about somebody being irresponsible, like stay away from this guy. The list is closed, guys. Never only talk through social media. Loving for me. He's delusional. He can't say he wanted to move here. It's in his head. He has problems. Like he has problems with delusions. Delusions of grandeur. Delusions over the feet. The guy is mad. You know what madness is? This is the definition of madness. It's like the guy, he's what's he angry about? Like Did I feed my fish today? Let's get it. You give the hamsters water. Wow, I'm tired. It's like crazy how tired I am. You know what I mean? You give them water. I don't know why life has to be for some people like a real learning experience. Like, I feel like, okay, yeah, I am learning. That's what I feel like. I feel like as time moves on, I am learning. However, like I'm learning from experience about different people and stuff. Like human behavior and right from wrong and what certain behaviors mean to certain people, especially in like romantic relationships, you know, and you know, just seeing life in different lenses and stuff. But with those lessons comes a lot of pain. With those lessons comes a lot of pain, and then what happens? What's the end results? It's death. We all die, right? So, with the end results, what's the end results, right? What's the end results is the end results is. But then there's one thing I learned, Shirley and Redbeard. Your apartment looks good. My apartment looks good. Thank you. I keep thinking it's people think I live in a dump because it gets messy very fast because I live in a small place, but you're welcome, Shirley. But the thing I learned from my uncle is when he was on his deathbed, right? He was dying from he was dying from cancer of the stomach or whatever, and it spread to his lung. He couldn't breathe, and he was in the bed, and he was smoking. He was in a lot of pain, so he was smoking cannabis, like medical marijuana, which was supposed to make the pain go away. So it actually helped him. And he was saying, he was explaining about the vapor, how the medical marijuana, it's the vapor makes him. But he said it was wapper. He was Russian, right? So he didn't know how to say it in English. So I told him he said, yeah, it's wapper. And because, you know, Russians, they have a problem saying like vapor, like everything is opposite. It's like for ha, it's cha, for cha, it's ha, for va, it's wa, for wa, it's va. So he was saying how it's vapor, and I said it's vapor. And he's like, wow, thank you, thanks for telling me that it's vapor. Like, he's like, I love to learn new things every day. And like, he was so thankful and grateful that I taught him something new, even though he was dying. So the lesson that I learned from that is, maybe the point of this life is that the knowledge that we gain, and learning and seeking more knowledge and becoming a better person. I guess that's the lesson of life, right? So yeah. Only thing they can say is to close the washer. I don't know. I leave it open on purpose because I don't want it to go moldy inside. I don't know how it works. I try, Hanny. Oh, Grandpa. My uncle. He's one nice person. It looks great, Hanny. Love you. I love you. Oh, vanilla is vanilla. Some yeah. This cat. He has problems with the V sounds. Yeah, instead of vapor, he also said it wrong. Like, he said it was wapper. It's not wapper. It's vapor. And yeah, and he was. It's just so sad to see somebody that was once so energetic and had so much life in them to just fade away slowly. But till the end, he was still such a strong person. Like, till a week before he died, I think it was a week. Till a week before he died, he was trying to, 2 weeks before he died, actually, he got up out of his bed and he decided to go park his car. Because, there's, you have to change the side of parking. Every now and then you have to change in New York the side of parking in order not to get a ticket. So someone needed to do that. And so he didn't ask anyone to do it. He got up and he parked the car again. He went back home. And then he wasn't able, after that, he couldn't get out of bed, right? So yeah, he just, it's just sad to see somebody that was so full of life and opinions and everything, just unable to. It was nice to see that during, like, 2 weeks before he died, he was still wanting to learn. So I guess that's the lesson we can learn from that is that life it's all about learning new things and learning through life, learning lessons through life. Hi, Rara. I need to ask how you guys could try whatever. I'm gonna go now because I'm really tired, and I really thank you for all staying with me and hanging with me and giving me the opportunity to read for you. Maybe another time. I'm too tired. I'm not gonna sleep yet, but wish me luck at work tomorrow. I'm gonna be working for now, starting 4 days a week, and I'm gonna have to start like. What I have to do is I need to walk my dog, and then I need to come back and I need to do exercise like yoga. I need to do yoga because to be able to be flexible when I'm sitting on the floor and stuff, so I don't like damage. I end up in the hospital working with kids. I'm going to be working with kids. Like, I need to work on like being able to sit on my knees and not stomach crunches, but like being flexible, like stretching my muscles, stretching my limbs, stretching my arms, like legs, stretching my body so that, like, being flexible so that I can move around more easily than being like a stiff old grandma. You don't need to be sorry. Listen, questions is important. Like I highly suggest to ask questions always. Yeah. Swimming is great exercise. Yeah. I can't forget to put my finger, because if I put my finger, then yeah, so I have to do that. And yeah. Anyhow, talk to you guys next time. If you want, I might do my other channels. You can check that out. Like my other channels, which is, I think, in the description. My book reading channel and my artist channel. But excuse me, it's just my opinions, and the other book reading channel is more for reading books and the way I hang out reading books my own way, not like other people who, they're really good at reading, and yeah, so you a little better than nothing. Yeah, swimming is great. It's just that I don't like about the pools is that it has so much chlorine in them, so I don't like the feeling of chlorine in my body, and I don't like other people's nastiness coming onto me through the water. Can you swim outside, honey, after work, or be outside in the sunshine? Yeah, I can do that. It's very sunny here. Like, I don't know if you can see, it's very sunny with the light coming in. Like, when the sun out, it's very sunny, very bright. And in the summer, in this town, it's very hot. Almost like I thought one time it was so hot that I thought that somebody was like trying to, it was a conspiracy or something. The heat was a conspiracy to like burn me alive or something. That's how bad it was. Yeah, exactly. I have. That's my other channel. It's called Shmirchik Artist, but a lot of the time I just yap and talk about nonsense. Because it's hard for me to paint and stuff because my house is so tiny. So farewell, everyone. Excuse me. So rude. Sorry. I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm sorry, Redbeard. Very sorry. Okay. Cheers. To your health, your wealth, your happiness. Pleasure from your family, your friends, your children, your grandchildren. Yes, and better. Thanks, better than nothing. It's better I didn't intend to sound judgmental. Of course you're not judgmental. It's fine, even if you are. You don't mean bad. Coffee. Coffee doesn't help me with my tiredness. It can keep me up, but it won't help me with energy. Yeah, there's like a courtyard we could take the kids out. But it's just so hot here that sometimes it's just too much. But then the problem is there's no real balance when it comes to winter because it can be freezing. So, and it was like the first day of school, right? So all the kids are like screaming and crying because they don't want their mommy and daddies to go, right? So all the babies are just like crying and crying, little babies. It's like 15-month-olds, and I'm just like, it's the first day of school. So they don't want to leave their parents. I don't personally believe in sending such young kids to school, but and 2-year-olds just crying, like all of them together, like a symphony, like loud, everybody together crying. And one of the people working there, she's like, don't worry, it's just the first day they're crying. And I'm like thinking to myself, don't worry, I have experience. Like, I've worked with kids forever. So it's like you have to hold one, right? So the one you hold them, they stop crying, you put them down, they start crying again. Then you try to hold another baby, and then you try to distract them and hold them both and hold them all. And then I try to like take toys out, like for them to distract them. But then one of the teachers there tells me I shouldn't do that. And I'm like, but what are the toys are there for? You know, like if not to play with. And they're all crying, we should try to distract them. Whatever. Yeah. I shouldn't talk bad about anyone. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to ride a horse. You know? Yeah, I'd love to drive a horse. I don't know why, whatever. I guess they have an order for everything, you know, but yeah, like a lot of the babies there, they have their own parents in the school, you know, so that work there. So they come and check on their babies, which is cute. Yeah, it's a nice job. It's not too long for me, so I don't have the full responsibility, which is great, you know. Yeah, it's like a symphony of just babies crying, like wah, oh, wah, you know. Yeah, I remember when I was younger and I didn't want to go to school and my mother would leave me there and I would want to run after my mother to go home. And the teacher would grab me and not let me go. And I felt so helpless. I sympathize. I sympathize with them because like I know what it feels like when you're a kid and you just don't want to be there, you know? And then like your teacher comes and grabs you and doesn't let you go. It's just such a sad, helpless feeling, you know? Yeah. Kitty songs, yeah. It's a process. They have to learn how to, you know, come and be okay at school and then go home. Because it is in a way healthy for them to be around other kids, to learn and grow, and you know. But if I had a kid, I don't think I would send my kid to any school until they're 3. You know, 2.5 maybe. Yeah, the babies are babies. You know, like yeah. How many people did I read for today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I went over my limit today. I read for 13 people, not 10. I remember when I was in kindergarten and I cried and told my mom I didn't want to go to school. Oh, right? And I feel like some kids, they do better. They fare better than others, you know? Like, they go to school and they love it. And some kids go to school and they hate it, you know? Your mom was like, bye, later. My uncle, yeah, he's the whapper. He said it's he meant to say it's vapor, but he said it's whapper. And I corrected him, and he was so grateful that because he's like, even though he was passing, he appreciated. It was just amazing to see that even though he was in so much pain, he was still wanted to learn and to give and learn and communicate and you know, yeah, keep learning, keep learning. Another thing he said was he wanted to have a party before he died. Like he wanted to have, instead of having a party of like, instead of having like, you know, after the in Jewish tradition, after if somebody passes, right, a Jewish person needs to sit for a mourning period of 7 days for their parent or a sibling, right, or a child. So before he passed, he was like telling his family and friends that he doesn't want people to come to his house after he died to comfort his family. He wants a party right before he died, you know, because why have a party before he died? Why have a party when he's not there? They should have a party while he's still alive. Like, why wait until then? And another thing he said, he was a gentleman. He really was. And another thing that we could learn from him is that he didn't want these people, like his enemies. He had people that didn't like him. So he told them that when he dies, he doesn't want them to come. Like, if they can't visit him while he's sick, if they weren't man enough to visit, his enemies weren't man enough to visit him while he was sick before he died, then they shouldn't come after to any mourning or any party after he's dead in honor of him. You know what I'm saying? The list is closed. I'm sorry, Flower. I'm sure she wasn't that mean. I wanted to be with my mom. Yeah, it makes sense, you know? No judgment there. Yeah, and another thing was that, so he had his philosophies. And another thing was that, like, people heard that he was sick, and then he was fine, like, a few years after, like 2 or 3 years, and then he would show up in the synagogue, and some of them would be like, look at him as if he was like a ghost or something. And he was like, hello, I'm still alive. They like thought he's dead, or they were expecting him to be dead. And then they would be like disappointed that he's not dead already. And then he'd be like, wow, like, what, do you want me to die already? Like, what, do you want me to die for you, like, right now? Like, it was an interesting experience for him to deal with, like, these people that, like, they just wanted him dead. You know? Yeah, it was wild. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy experience, and yeah. But the thing about him was that, see if I can show you a picture of him. The thing about him was that his family loved him. He apparently had a good marriage, and he was just a good guy, you know. And he left a real emptiness when he left, you know. But he left. He made a great impact on the world. Like, he had a great influence on the world, on people. For example, let's go see if we can find a picture of him. You know? Find him. Yes, my cousin, I'm looking for. So this is him, and he was in the Russian army. Hi, Kira. Thank you. You as well, better than nothing. That's him in the army. This is him. He was a bus driver. You know, for kids, he would take kids in the bus and drive them home to and from school. The kids loved him. And this is him while he was sick. Like, probably a few months before he passed, you know? Was he circumcised? Yes, he was. He actually got circumcised later in life because in communist Russia, they weren't allowed to be religious in any way because of communism. And so they weren't religious. They didn't know anything about their Judaism, about their Jewish roots, right? They just knew they were Jewish. And they knew they're Jewish also because they got picked on for being Jewish. And somehow, like, because in the Russian communist era, everybody had a passport stamped with their nationality. So Russians were like Russian, and Jews weren't considered Russian. They were considered Jewish, you know? So they had that stamp, and whenever they had to pass through another city, they had to use that passport, and everybody could see that they're Jewish. So that made them like a target for Jew hatred. You know, so then when they came to America as like Russian refugees from communism, you know, they found they became religious, and with that, because they had no circumcision and they became religious, they had to go through circumcision. They didn't have to, but they chose to go through circumcision. And so my father and him both got circumcised. You understand? Yeah, he died like, I don't know how long ago. 10 years ago? Less. No, yeah. He died, like 8 years ago, before I came to Israel. So this is him. See, he was dressed like in the old days before he was religious, like John Lennon. And yeah, he left an imprint on people. He was special. Like, see, this is him with the hat. He was a lot of fun. That's him. My uncle, and this all his friends, his Russian friends. And he loved animals, and see, he loved barbecue, animals. He became religious. He was wearing a kippah. And he loved doggies. I feel like before his death, he became more sensitive for some reason. And like he asked me to come to his house and visit him, but I didn't go because I would have liked to he wanted me to come visit him more, but I didn't go because of certain reasons. I was just I didn't go. I think he was lonely in his last days. He was lonely. You know? Yeah, remembering him. Let's see if we can find pictures online of him. He was known as this always smiling bus driver for the Lubavitcher Yeshiva, taking children to school every morning. He is survived by his wife and his kids. And yeah. Gosh, he has such weird Russian friends. No offense. Such weird Russian. Let's go look at this. Not to say that guy is weird, but I know him. He's just a friend of him. You know? You know, he had a nice smile. He had a lot of influence on a lot of people. You know, like before he had so much influence on so many people. He had so many friends who like really, really, really cared for him, you know? Not fake friends, like real friends. Now this is my father at his memorial. This is my father at his memorial. And yeah, my father at his memorial. And here's my father here. I don't know if you can see. That's my father. And this was my great uncle right here. See that guy with the cane, you see? That was my great uncle who passed as well. he actually lived through the Baba Yar, like I explained in my other channel. Right? Yeah, so that's the story, and this is him on the bus. You know, like, the kids loved him. You know? I don't know if you can see. I don't know why it's unclear. The kids loved him. Really, they did. They loved him. Yeah, so then it's like, that's life, you know? It's the frailties of life, and you gotta deal with it, and do you know what I'm saying? He found God. God found him. He found, like, a lot of people, like, somebody on my other channel comes there, and he's like, how are you? I said, oh, I'm not feeling, like, the happiest, blah, blah, blah. And he says, oh, well, you know, you should believe in God. You know? And I'm like, me and Buster are the best buds. One of the hardest parts of my kids' day. Exactly. Like, there's bullying that goes on there. 70s years. He found God. Basically, God found him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think God found him. Because, you know, it seems like a lead. Exactly. It's all about leading by example. Why didn't you go and visit him? I'll tell you privately another time why I didn't go, because, yeah. Gandalf with the Torah. Gandalf with the Torah. That's beautiful. Oh, yeah, I'm sure your dad knows and is proud. Yeah, he was, they were very, like, close, because it was just him and his brother, right? So even though my father's brother had many, many friends and stuff, when it came to, like, life stuff, he would call my father for advice, you know, because my father was always the bigger brother. And he was a good uncle, you know, he would bring us stuff. We weren't the richest, you know, and he wasn't either wealthy, but he would bring us, like, every holiday, he would make sure we had enough stuff for the holiday. He was a good uncle, you know. He was really, really a very caring giver. Unbelievably giving, really, you know. Like, if I would tell you how giving he was, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And how caring he was, and how much compassion he had, and I should know that I was proud. Hi, Elaine. Hi. Nice. I'm sorry. My daughter smiles. I smile. Or I smile. She smiles. One of the best bonds in the world. Wait till she gets older. Wait till she turns into a teenager. My greatest gift is love. Wise old man. Yeah. Now he would be old. He died when he was 58. You know? So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, that's the, like, life is tragic, you know, but the truth is, Shirley, when I think about, like, getting old and stuff, I think to myself, like, I don't know if I want to live forever. Like, really. Like, if it comes to a point where I can't take care of myself anymore, I think I'd be happy to go. Not in a scary way, but just in a way where I die in my sleep or something. That's it, you know? Yeah, he was very, he had many friends that loved him, and, like, my father and his brother were very close, but then I feel like a lot of his friends were a little bit jealous of the closeness he had with my father, right? Like, they were a little bit, like, or they didn't really believe it, you know, because my uncle would spend a lot of time with his friends and care for them and everything. So I feel like a lot of his friends might have been possessive of him, which is a strange thing when I think about it now, you know. But he was definitely a character, and he was a charismatic, very charismatic person. I don't either believe in euthanasia. I don't either believe in it. I think Trudeau, the guy, you know that guy, Trudeau, I think he's a monster from Canada. Vote no for human euthanasia, please. Exactly. I'm just saying, like, theoretically, you know, like, I don't want to come to a place in my life where I'd rather, like, pass through natural causes. Like pass. Like I'd rather my time be up before I can get to the place where I can't wipe my ass. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I think it's disgusting. I think it's Nazism. This whole euthanasia thing for humans. It's Nazism. Exactly, Redbeard. I'm telling you, YouTube is YouTube is unbelievably, like, for the wrong things, they are militant. Yeah, and I agree that, I feel like the whole thing, like, about, like, what you're saying, Shirley, I feel like the whole thing about euthanizing animals because they're suffering, I think that in itself is a manipulation and it's cruel, because instead of saying, oh, okay, let's just put the animal down, they should be like, let's try to figure out a way to fix this problem and make it worth living for the animal. Exactly. YouTube playing nice. Oh, hey YouTube, have a nice day. Right, Elaine? Okay. Whatever. Yeah. I am not allowed to express here. What's your opinion, Redbeard? YouTube will grow as well, faster, better, and smarter. Those besties bullied me and broke my heart. I love my sweet black beauty horse. Exactly. Like, they could have done something. They didn't have to be so militant, They could have been like, they twist it in such a way to make you into a bad person if you want to keep your animal alive and try to figure out a way to make their life better and worth living and basically heal them. You know what I'm saying? You should be in touch with Deborah. Do you have Deborah's number? Exactly, better than nothing. But then there's like the whole concept of YouTube being a private enterprise where they have a right to censor those that they think is not appropriate for their whatever, so that, yeah, whatever. It's another whole topic. Yes, they said I was a there because I wanted to find a solution for her. Yeah, they're very cruel. Like, animal people can be the most cruel people in the world. And they make you feel like you're an evil person if you don't have the money to pay for them. Like, I took my dog to the vet the other day because, whatever, I thought she wasn't feeling well, like 2 weeks ago. And I felt so pressured to get her a blood test when I thought she was getting better, So, thank God I only paid 3/4 of the price instead of the whole price. But I felt from the vet, like, she was, like, looking at me like, oh, you're not gonna get your dog a blood test and you think she's not feeling well? Oh, yeah, and it's 400 shekels, which is, like, $150. And I don't have insurance for my animal. But then you're gonna get people that are like, oh, yeah, you shouldn't have a pet if you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have a pet if you can't afford to treat them. I don't know. Like, for me, an animal is an animal. The value is not as high as a human. Like, that's what I think. Like, an animal's an animal. Like, I don't want them to suffer, but then I don't see them as... I see a human as having more value than an animal. Like, I'm not a crazy person. Like, I see things for what they are. Like, an animal's an animal. As much as I love them, I'm not going to go homeless for an animal. Sorry. The system is like, damn, bingo, and flags them. And not only that, they tranquilized her and put her down. I couldn't, without your permission, yeah. Couldn't even return her full mindset. Say goodbye. God sees everything. Amen. That's right. Can't have 4K people report me. And I'm not. Any good news for me this week? I'm not doing readings right now because I'm too tired. Yeah, I agree with you, Shirley. But it's just like, I love my animals, don't get me wrong, I do. But after all I've been through with people and them being fanatical about like the lives of an animal. You know, whatever. Yeah. I didn't mean to end on such a nasty note. Let's talk about something happy, and then I'm gonna go. So, do you like my crown? Do you like my crown? Oh my god, I'm so pretty. I feel so pretty, and I feel witty. I feel so pretty and witty and gay. Oh, about circumcision. You want to hear about it? You want to hear about circumcision? I haven't painted lately. I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a second, and I'll be back. I'll tell you about the circumcision, okay? 1 second. It's like 6:30. I have to take my dog out for a walk. I should really take her out more often. Right, Asbury? Sashi. Excuse me. So, I'll tell you about the circumcision. Okay, so circumcision. So, okay, so I'll talk about circumcision, and then I'm gonna leave. Okay, so right, as I mentioned, but my father and his brother had like they wanted to get a circumcision in order to, enter into because they became religious, right? So my father tried to convince his brother to get a circumcision, right? So he tried to convince him, you know, and so he had gotten it done already. My father told me this. And you'll just wait. Oh my god. Okay, now I can't say the story. I can't say the story. I can't say the story. I can't say the story because whatever. The point of the story is that he had the circumcision, my uncle, and then he was so upset because it was so painful. He'd never experienced such bad pain in his life. And but then after he was happy because he embraced the religious lifestyle, the Hasidic religious lifestyle. So he was happy. Yeah, without going into details, but he was pretty much happy, and he had 6 kids after that, and everything was happy and dandy and go lucky. Yeah, because like according to the Torah, it's the most painful for anyone who gets circumcision. It's the most painful for them on the 3rd day. Whatever. I don't want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, about what am I gonna do today? Like that's the thing about like people that get circumcision later on. If they don't get it as babies, then they have to make a choice if they want to get circumcised, and then they have to deal with the pain. Like Muslims, if you go look it up, they don't they don't circumcise their kids, their boys, until they're 13, and when they're 13, they get a circumcision. Like, they don't really have a choice, I don't think. And it's bad, you know? Anyway, so what am I going to do today? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dog for a walk. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do yoga. And then I'll probably go on another channel. And then I don't know what I'll do. Read a book. Your boys are fine. Good for them. Parents should circumcise. Oh my god. Yeah, like Abraham, you know, Abraham from the Bible, he got circumcised when he was 99. He got circumcised when he was 99, right? And it, like, yeah, so that is tough, you know, like, when you're already that old, I mean, like, why would you want to have a circumcision? But I walk my dog, like, an hour outside. I hope it's enough for her. And then I come back and I do yoga. Like, I downloaded these posters, no, on my computer only. I downloaded the pictures of yoga moves that you can do, like stretches, and I tried to follow that. So while I play like something on YouTube, true crime or whatever, or something else, or like psychologists talking about different stuff, then I try to do the yoga moves while listening to that. You know what I'm saying? As God intended, nothing cut off. As God intended, nothing cut off. Listen, each to his own, you know? Like, I'm not against no circumcision. Like, I'm not against it. Like, you don't want to have a circumcision for your kids. You have every right. And maybe that is the best thing for you and your kids. You know, like, if that's the path that you chose for your child, then it's obviously right for them and for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have full respect. Trust me, you know? Trust me. And it's not fun taking care of after. It's like a surgery, you know? Yeah, yoga is slow, but like basically, for example, I'll show you. For example, let me show you, for example. Here, before I go, let me show you my computer. Downloads. I'll show you what I do on. 1 second. Here. So I have it right here. I'll show you for a second how I do it, so you can see. I was like, you know what? Why should I follow like all these yoga people when I can do it myself? You know, like yoga with Adrienne, and she makes you do it for like 2 hours, even though it takes a lot of time for me as well. You know, let me show you. Goat yoga. I'm with it. I can't do it. It's too slow. Yeah, so I go at my own pace. I don't follow anybody right now. Apple said naked. One said underpants. One Apple said I can't do it. It's too slow. Go. Let me show you here. Example. So, okay, I don't like this one. Wait, where'd it go? Hold on. No. Here, this one. Make it big. Oh, wait, it's too big. 200. Let's make it even smaller. For example, I'll show you my pace. Oops, I made it too big. Hold on. Make it a little bigger. Okay, here. Nice, better than nice head. Like, there's a move here like this. See, it's really hard. You have to stretch like this, and it makes you go like this. And then you do it the other side. So I like can do it for like a minute or like 30 seconds, however long I can last. Oh my god, it's starting to hurt, so I stop. And then I do like this on the other side. You gotta do the other side, right? And then like this, like this. Okay, now it's starting to hurt a little, so now I have to stop. So then I do like, see, I'm already like out of breath. I try to do this move like this, like to increase flexibility so that I can, and then I do like this. Oh my god. And I try to like see how long I can last. And then I'm like, okay, I think I had enough. And up. And then see how hard it is? And then I have to do like, then there's like a move that goes like this, straight like this. You're supposed to like stretch your, and you have to find a balance and bend down like this. And you do this. How long can I last? What, 10 seconds? Right? How long is this now? I can't do it for more than like 10 seconds. See, like yoga with Adrian and all these other yoga people, they'll like take like 5 minutes each move, and I'm just like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Oh, it's hard. And I have to do like this. You know what I mean? And then, wow, it hurts. And then I was like, my dog is looking at me like, look, she's looking at me. Looking at me. Right? And so on and so forth. Right? Please make you twister. Each yoga is free. Breathing straight, keep toes, stay very center. You used to do something with your knee. And then my husband tried telling me it brings evil energy, and I thought, whatever, that's so judgmental. It's the Christian view. It's like everybody's the devil. And in Christianity, what I do is like devil worship. Jews are the devil. Yoga is the devil, and it's pagan and it's idol worship, when Christianity is idol worship as well. But Christianity is perfect, like don't criticize Christianity, Sister tried telling you, bend the knee. It sounds like it. Bend the knee. It's like, they tried to, the Black Lives Matter, they tried to make everybody bend the knee. Please naked twister. You have a very good foundation. Keep going with you. Open soils, solid core. I'm trying. I've done it already for a few days. So it's kind of like another move is, right? Another move. Because I'm like, I'm getting old. I need to start getting flexible. I tried to do it before, but now I think this is better for me, the pictures. So exactly, right, Shirley? You have the right attitude, Shirley. That's the right attitude. Because like you can believe in anything, it doesn't matter. The main thing is to treat humans with respect and animals as well, Like just be humane. And then like there's one that you bend down. Right? And then there's another one that you get on the floor. I'm not gonna get on the floor. There's another one you go like this. There's a lot. Yeah. I'll do it later when I get home. Yeah. Fly on. Making your own routine. Exactly. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was a real pleasure, and I wish you the greatest day. And you might be able to catch me on my other channels, maybe. Okay, bye guys. Bye Shirley. Bye Better Than Nothing. Bye Redbeard.